Good evening, YouTube. I think it's just after 6 p.m. on Father's Day. And I'm up here on the Grizzly Flat Trail here, and this is at the junction of the South Trail. The North Trail is to the left, and then the South Trail goes to the right there. There seems to be like an oval area here. You can see the South Trail goes up and over the top of that oval area. And then there's actually a fork of the trail that goes around the left side. And then there seems to be a faint trace around the outside of this area. Up in here, there's also a big steel tank of some sort right in the middle. And then there's some texture on the ground there. You can see what looks like maybe a ditch in the middle, and then there's some lumps over on the far end. I guess that would be on the east end of it. So yeah, what I need to do is get this map calibrated a little better so that I can follow some of those tracks around and know that I'm actually on them. Because right now it's a little too far off to really see where I'm going. So this is the Osmand or OSM and app on Android. And apparently I didn't have the auto rotate display enabled on this device. I thought I had done that at one time, but it was off. And I guess this app needs that setting to auto rotate and go to landscape mode. So I was incorrect when I said earlier that it only did portrait mode, and actually it's quite usable in landscape mode. That is a nice feature. The other two apps that I've used, Avenza Maps and Gaia GPS, are not very useful in landscape mode. There's so much menu bar area that there's hardly any map that you can see. You know, it's almost useless. But this one, it's quite usable. And so I can zoom out and see, you know, there's my whole overlay map. And zoom in. Okay, now the base map is correct. That's where I'm standing, right there. I'm just slightly down from the trail junction. Yeah, so I do need to adjust this overlay map a little bit. So that's part of what I wanted to see today is, you know, what does the map look like up here when you're really here and you can, you know, stand on a particular spot. So yeah, anyway, let's switch over to the video camera and I'll show you this big tank up here. Okay, yeah, I was down that way. That's where the trail junction is. And right here in the middle of this big clearing is this enormous tank. You know, I'm thinking that's probably well over 10,000 gallons. Yeah, it's on a skid. Looks like there's a skid down below. Yeah, I think this tank must have been upright. There's some feet over on the bottom or on the right side there. You can just barely see the feet there. But yeah, you can see there's a whole big flat area here. That shows up as that oval area on the map. I don't know if this has been cleared. There's a wall here, a ledge. So maybe they actually flattened this area out in here. This is the only reasonably flat area that's next to a road on this whole ridge. Over here, this is Branch D Canyon down there. And then on this side is the Branch C Canyon. So there's this ridge in between the two branches of Stevens Creek. This is covered with roads. There's the North Road, the South Road, and then there's the middle road that I've been going down. There was that upper road I went down on New Year's Day. There's some more roads down this way that I need to go explore. But the other thing I want to try to find up here at some point is to see if there's any of that barbed wire fence up here. Because I haven't seen any on this side of the ridge, but I haven't looked for any either. I mean, it's one of those things. If you don't look for it, you're not going to find it. And there's a small foundation up there at the top on this trail that I've found. And then down here, I'm wondering if there was maybe something down here too. Because if they were running cattle up here, they would probably need some place, to have a corral or something for whoever was out here herding the cattle. Maybe this was just a seasonal grazing area, maybe like spring and summer. They maybe brought cattle in here, but this could have been where they maybe had a corral that they could get all the cattle together and load them up on trucks and then haul them out of here to someplace else. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what this was for. If this was a water tank, this was a serious tank. You don't put a tank that big in for a cabin. So you had to have a reason to have a tank this big. Maybe watering cattle, was what they did. So the other thing I need to look for around here is see if there's any pipe, because maybe they had a spring up here someplace that fed water in, or maybe they just hauled water in and pumped it into this tank. So that's pretty much the far end of that flat area is where that person is walking. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this area here. Yeah, we'll probably be back up here at some point. Looks like it's worth some time exploring down there. Anyway, I gotta hit the bike and head down the hill, so we will catch you the next time. As always, thanks for watching.